Hello YouTube! Today I'll be doing a book review, and the book that I just recently finished is called When You Reach Me, and it's by Rebecca Stead. It's about Miranda, and she's a young girl living in New York with her single mother, and her best friend Sal gets punched one day on their way home from school, and she remarks that that's the day where everything changed, and after that her best friend Sal stops talking to her because he got punched. She doesn't know why. She starts getting mysterious notes that are from an anonymous source that seems to know a lot about her and her life, and it kind of freaks her out, and they start predicting future events, and she doesn't know where they're coming from or why she's receiving them. And the book has a lot to do with her different friendships and how they change and how friendship can come in different ways. And she's about 11 or 12 in the book, so you know it's like middle school, so she's got changing friendships and you know her relationship with her mother. There's a man at the end of her street that she calls the Laughing Man, and he's kind of this crazy guy, and he shouts weird stuff, and she doesn't like walking past him on her way home, so she's also trying to figure out kind of what's going on with that. I've always kind of been intrigued by time travel, and so when I realized that there's an element of time travel in this book, I was really interested in it. And it was actually found in the juvenile fiction section of my library. Usually I get books from the young adult section, so it's written for a slightly younger audience than myself, I would assume, but I would say that that didn't make me enjoy it any less. I will say that there were a lot of references to the book A Wrinkle in Time, which I happen to own, but I haven't read, and there were references to it in the book because it's the main character's favorite book, but I'm assuming there are also a lot of plot similarities and references in the plot that I probably didn't pick up on because I haven't read A Wrinkle in Time. So if you've read A Wrinkle in Time, I would strongly encourage you to read Rebecca Stead's When You Reach Me, because I've heard that it's an even more enjoyable read if you've read A Wrinkle in Time because of the parallels that can be drawn between the two books. I would definitely recommend it to anyone. It was really good. It was a short read. It was about 200 pages, and I would like to read you an excerpt. Then I sat on the couch and closed my eyes. I pictured the world. I pictured the world millions of years ago, with crazy clouds of gas everywhere, and volcanoes, and the continents bumping into each other and then drifting apart. Okay, now life begins. It starts in the water with tiny things, microscopic, and then some get bigger. And one day something crawls out of the water onto land. There are animals, then humans, looking almost all alike. There are tiny differences in color, the shape of the face, the tone of the skin, but basically they are all the same. They create shelters, grow food, experiment. They talk, they write things down. Now fast forward, the Earth is still making loops around the sun. There are humans all over the place, driving in cars and flying in airplanes. And then one day, one human tells another human that he doesn't want to walk to school with her anymore. Does it really matter? I asked myself. It did. If that gives you any clue to how well this book is written, then I hope that you will pick it up and read it because it was excellent. The next book that I'm reading is John Green and David Levithan's Will Grayson, and I'm not very far, but it's really, really good. And John Green is one of my favorite authors. I've read all of his books, and David Levithan, I've read one of his other books. So look for that later. Bye!